Did you know that there was a time that the church actually knew who the Antichrist was? A time when the church was tortured, martyred, painfully afflicted, while they stood up to the beast. A time period of church history prophesied in the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation. Voices of the martyred, cries of the afflicted, echoed throughout the countryside. An organization that has shed more innocent blood than any other institution that has ever existed among mankind, and will be questioned by no Protestant who has a competent knowledge of history. It is impossible to form a complete conception of the multitude of her victims, and it is quite certain that no powers of the imagination can adequately realize their sufferings. Anyone who does not know who this power is, I encourage to read chapter 4 and beyond in the Fox's Book of Martyrs, and see if you do not come up with the conclusion that the Roman papacy is in fact the Antichrist. Because the Roman papacy is in fact the Antichrist. And while you're reading, please pay attention to the words that are used to describe the suffering of God's people. And when you run across phrases such as, "and all this to be done on the pain of death," and confiscation of house and goods, unless within a limited time they turned Roman Catholic. If you did not bow down to the Pope and accept Catholicism, you were put to death. Does that sound familiar? Revelation chapter 13 verse 15 says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." This word image means representative, and it comes from Strong's Concordance number G1503, which means a likeness, literally a statue profile, or figurative, representation, resemblance, image. The Pope is the representative of the Roman papacy, who speaks for the Antichrist, and if you did not bow down to the Pope, you were killed. Did you know that most of the Christian population today serves the teachings of the Roman papacy, such as the futuristic theory, or views such as heaven and hell? Or what about Sunday worship? Churches today are flooded with Roman Catholic teaching, and most do not even know it. Well, now that you know, who will you serve? Roman Catholicism or Jesus Christ?